Spoilers and offensive content to come.
But I'm so cozy. This is Carlos the Day of Anime Rave. We are the best anime review show on the internet. We are currently in Dave's recording studio, and it is freezing cold in here.
It's 19 degrees!
It's 19 Celsius. He's wrong. I have a blanket over my legs and my coat draped on my upper body because it's freezing in here. Dave ignores my pleas.
I gave you a blanket.
Thank you. This is the best anime review show on the internet, and this is one of the best animes I've seen in a long time. Yuri on Ice, episode 7. That's the one.
Where we get to see the second half of his... I think this is the free...
Yeah, the free skate program in China.
Program. Yeah.
After he completely kicked ass in the first section.
Yes, he did, which something tells me he's not going to win this one. Probably get second or third.
It'd still be great. Like,
oh, absolutely. As multiple people commented after he won, he's not used to being on top.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see just how badly this goes for him. Obviously, he has to get first, second, or third to move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm. So
we know he's got to get one of those, so he can't completely crumble. But let's see how much more further down the rabbit hole this show will go.
I don't think it's going to go down a rabbit hole. There's nothing strange going on in here. It's
strange and awesome.
I would argue Flip Flappers is the rabbit hole show.
That one blew the rabbit hole away and is going through a wormhole.
But yes, let us delve into Yuri on Ice. Let's let it warm me in this frigid room. Yes, Victor. That's going to really help Yuri sleep. It would help me sleep. No joke. It would not matter at all what my feelings were towards the person. The warm body on top, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is comfortable, and then snoring. Yeah, not me. And not Yuri, obviously. I know I'm a huge nerd for things that are red and black, but that is a fantastic outfit. It fits. I love the red and black together. It's so good. He looks like a ninja almost, like the least conspicuous ninja. But
even the stitching down the side is very and this isn't an insult, Naruto-esque.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to have to take that as an insult, Dave. I'm going to use the Sharingan. I'm going to find out your weakness. What is it? Repeated ball shots? Usually, most of the time, I am not a fan of inner monologue dominating the dialogue in a show. I think in this episode it works, partly because it's not overdone in the show in general, and because we kind of need to know their inner workings and feelings and their motivation for their songs. This is a rare example of doing that kind of thing right, I think.
It would be hard to have this conversation with, say, a coach or an interview.
Sure.
Having it on the ice during the actual skate makes a lot more sense.
That said, I don't want it to be a trend. I appreciate where the show has used its animation to tell the story on its own. I appreciate this, I just don't want this to become the norm, is all.
Whereas I wouldn't mind if it does, because this, as much as I like the dance to show the story, there's so much going on within, other than just their skate going through their minds, that it's kind of necessary.
Totally fair.
You know what? Do you know why you brought your jumps in the second half?
Dave, I would like to know why.
Okay, you don't.
No, shut up. I clearly asked because I'm interested. You know what, Dave? Why don't you fucking...
Answer the question?
Yes.
You put your jumps in the second half because you're going to be more tired in the second half, therefore pulling off difficult jumps like that are harder to do, therefore award more points. You do more you do more of your dancing around. Like, you can put jumps in the first part as part of your program, no problem, but they don't award as many points because you're rested. The more tired you are, supposedly, for your your skate, the more points it actually awards. So doing like a quad at the very end of your program awards mega points.
I was not aware of any of this.
It's something they've been talking about for the last couple episodes, so I thought I'd point that out for anybody who doesn't know.
Dave, I'm sure every person watching the Carlos and Dave Anime, the best anime review show on the internet, knows figure skating front and back like it was their...
The back of their hand?
The back, sure, let's do that, because whatever I was going to say obviously wasn't going to work. You can dock me points on that one, too.
I'm docking you 3 points for rambling nonsense.
I'm going to dock you across the face.
I actually like the dance that he did in episode 6.
Oh, yeah. It was
the tune he's got, I actually went and I found the MP3 and bought it from iTunes.
Leo de Iglesia has motivated you that much, has he?
It was a good tune. No, this is bad, Victor. Bad. But
you don't know if Yuri was part of the Weapon X program and has some kind of healing factor, Dave. Maybe Yuri... Maybe don't tell Victor how to do his job, okay? I think he's a better figure skating coach than you are.
Nope.
You think you're a better figure skating coach?
Yuri. いっそ一度粉々に壊してみるか。もしユーリがこのフリーで失敗して表彰台に登れなかったら、俺は責任取ってコーチを辞める。
なんで今そんな試すようなこと言うの？
壊れた。あ、ごめんユーリ。今のは本気じゃ。
僕が負けたら僕だけ悪く言われるくらい慣れてるよ。でも今回はビクトルまで迷惑かけるからずっと不安なんだよ。コーチ辞めたいって心のどっかで思ってんじゃないかって。
そんなこと思ってるわけないだろ。
知ってるよ。
What did I say? What did I say? Bad, Victor. Bad.
Dave, I think you might have been right.
We already know that Yuri isn't exactly the bastion of self-confidence. So, telling your skater that you're going to resign as his coach, even though that's been his biggest thing, is having you as his coach is probably not a good threat. Skate better or I'm quitting! Loser!
You're so sad. This is a horrible thing to say, but I sure hope this show doesn't end up with him, like, murdering his ex or something. Because he seems a little bit obsessed, this Georgie fella.
Well, they didn't tell us how recent the breakup is, and let's face it, a part of figure skating is your emotions on the ice. It hasn't broken him, but it's definitely affecting his performance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in a good way, because his last performance was really good.
Hey, I do some of my best writing when I'm in the worst and most depressed of moods. I get it. It's just, you know, folks like this in this high a level on the world stage. It's just, I sometimes worry about their sanity a little bit.
And that's quite a valid concern. Also, don't make your theme what you're going through. It might not work in your favor.
Well, it's worked for Yuri.
Yes, that was more of an opposite.
No, but I mean, like, if I was a figure skater back when I had my testicular cancer scare, I wouldn't have made my theme testicular cancer. I might have made my theme mortality, though.
I'm gonna say, it's a little bit of a dick move for his ex to actually be in the audience.
Why?
Well, her actually standing up and giving him the thumbs down where you could see her.
Well, maybe he shouldn't be such an obsessive asshole. I would argue that.
There's that.
She's allowed to, you know, not love him anymore.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So did Victor's gambit work? Shattered his heart, made him cry, relaxed him so that he performed super well?
I'd say so. I was right. He didn't get first.
But he got second.
He got second.
And he did more than well enough. Obviously, he's got an issue with falling sometimes still, but I mean, he's still saving. And now, I'm glad you told me about the skaters saving their difficult jumps for the end to score points. I wasn't aware that was a thing, and that can kind of offset a few falls here and there.
That's actually why...
I used to think falls were that's it. Like, you fell once, you're done.
No, you just get demerits, but... Yeah, falls are bad. Depending on how bad the fall is, will give you more of a penalty. But that's also why in his short program, he was doing the hardest one of the group by having all of his jumps in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get the big thing here out of the way.
Yes, clearly Victor's gambit worked, and by shattering poor Yuri's heart, got him to cry. And you feel better after you cry. I can totally see Yuri's point there. All that out of the way, he was able to just do what he wanted to do. The animation is top notch there. You could tell he was enjoying that skate.
I don't know if Yuri intended it to go that far. I don't. Mm-hmm. But it worked.
Sure.
But
Pinch It winning first, that was no shock. But yeah, like he did the best for sure. But Yuri winning a silver and doing so well in the first half, it's still showing that it could potentially be the Grand Prix champion, right? So now let's address the elephant in the room.
Was that a kiss or was that a hug?
I'm pretty sure it was a kiss. Carlos's fuck heteronormativity senses are going full blast.
I am totally okay with this. Mm-hmm. This little thing got spoiled for me earlier in the week, unfortunately.
Yeah, when I was perusing Tumblr and I saw some images of it, and I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't see that.
Some of the bloggers, I actually go to their site, it was a little bit hard not to when literally for 7 pages it was nothing but pictures of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't scroll fast enough, Carlos. I just couldn't.
Well, I mean, of course that's going to happen. It's like...
There's a lot of discussion whether it was a kiss or whether it was just a hug. Most people who are open-minded and aren't just assholes agree that it was a kiss because just for what Victor said.
Well, yeah, surprising.
Doing something to surprise him more than he was surprised.
Yeah,
that would mean the kiss. A hug wouldn't do that because Victor has hugged him a number of times. It wouldn't be a surprise at this point.
Even a little thing like Yuri's face when it happened, and everyone else's faces.
Yeah,
when they were watching it, they were all like, "Those are not the faces of someone who just witnessed a hug from someone who's known about hugging a lot."
Yeah,
no, that
was a kiss.
I'm pretty sure it was a kiss, and I'm fine. Fuck heteronormativity. You remember I said I want at least one of these 4 shows of the fall 2016 stuff we've been watching to break heteronormativity? Well, I'm going to be a little ambitious. I want them all to break it.
Well,
and so far...
My problem here is I wish it wasn't as ambiguous as it is. It should have just been an outright kiss. But...
That's a problem.
But that's a problem in Japan.
It's a problem here too. Let's not single it out to them, but the reason it's a problem is because... there are going to be people who are arguing, oh, it was just to surprise him, it was just platonic and whatnot. And I mean, you can have platonic kisses like that, but the issue is that, like, enough with trying to justify heteronormativity is all. Yeah, it's ambiguous. We're halfway through the show. Let's hope it's not ambiguous by the end. I've had enough with ambiguity and subtext and nothing more than that when it comes to non-heteronormative relationships in everything.
I will agree with you on that.
Oh, you'll agree! You'll agree, Mr. Just Friends. Oh, okay, I see how it is. You just feel real agreeable right now, aren't you?
Just friends.
Okay. Alright. I kind of want to... So...
You kind of jumped right into that.
In Street Fighter V, they gave Guile a little duck walk move where he can walk forward crouching.
Oh, God.
And obviously this lets you charge a flash kick, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to walk up to you with skates on, just duck walk up to you, and then flash kick you and do to you what Trunks did to Zamasu with skates. A skate built off the light of everyone's hope.
I wish this wasn't as ambiguous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
But unfortunately, as open-minded as some people are becoming in Japan, it's not allowed.
Oh, and especially, like, it is allowed, it's just there's so many stigmas and taboos.
Actually, reading a little bit further in on this controversy, I guess there have been some new rules put in over the past few years without a lot of people knowing it in North America, that they literally, this sort of thing has to be ambiguous at best.
Yeah, but where do these rules apply? Because there's still hentai and shit being made, right?
That's porn, doesn't fall into the same rules as general broadcast.
Right, I guess. But I mean, we still have stuff like Yuri Kuma Arashi that made it on, you know, and there's outright, that show was one big lesbian fest. So I mean, so I mean, here's the thing. It's bad in Japan, and with the recent election results in the United States, it's going to be bad in the United States too. I mean, all I can say is fuck heteronormativity. The less heteronormativity, the better. 100% of the time.
But this episode was great.
Yeah. We got some.
I mean, Yuri's overcoming some of his problems, but they're not just going to go away overnight.
Oh, for sure.
And succeeding is new for him, so of course it's going to put him off balance.
Yes, it will. Physically and emotionally. You know what's never off balance?
Carlos and Dave Anime Rave.
That's right, the best anime review show on the internet at animerave.xyz.
Tune in there and check out more of our stuff. If you like it, comment. If you don't, comment as well.
Well, we prefer that you like us, right? Because we are the best anime review show on the internet. And I mean, where's I going with this?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But, okay,
Tune
bye,
in
folks.
next time.